Okay, let's take a look at another multi-step word problem. All right, so let's go to here. Stanley had, let me get my, so I can mark this up. Okay, Stanley had $10.75. All right, he bought a notebook that cost $1.89 and a pack of pens for $3.72. He will use the rest of his money to buy as many folders as he can. If each folder, if each folder costs 64 cents, how many folders can Stanley buy? All right, so we know right here that Stanley has $10.75. Okay, this is what he has. Okay, we know a notebook cost $1.89, and we know pens, a pack of pens, costs $3.72. And he'll use the rest of the money to buy as many folders as he can. Okay, if each folder costs 64 cents, so I'm just going to write down here, we know a folder costs 64 cents. Okay, how many folders can he buy? So I'm going to stop and I'm going to just make sense of this problem right now. Well, Stanley had $10.75. All right, that's what he had. All right, and then he bought a notebook and he bought a pack of pens. And then he's going to use the rest of the money. But I need to know what is the rest of the money? Well, I could take the $10.75 and subtract the notebook, okay, and then subtract the pens. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say, like I would do if I went to the grocery store. If you went to the grocery store, it's going to take every item that you buy and it's going to scan it and it's going to add everything up and then it's going to take it away from the money that you give the cashier. So that's what I'm going to do here. So I know that he bought a notebook for $1.89 and he bought a pack of pens for $3.72. So I want to know how much money did we spend or did he spend? Adding decimals, bring my decimal point straight down. 9 plus 2 is 11. Carry the 1. 8 and 7 is 15. And 1 more is 16. Put the 6 down. Carry the 1. 1 and 1 is 2. 2 and 3 is 5. So $5.61. This is how much spent on pens in the notebook. Okay. So we now have to find out how much money he has left. All right, because he only had $10.75. So I'm going to go here. There's my $10.75. And I'm going to subtract the $5.61 that he spent. All right. Subtracting. So I'm going to bring my decimal point straight down. 5 minus 1 is 4. 7 minus 6 is 1. 10 minus 5 is 5. So $5.14 is how much money he has left. So I'm just going to write here, money has left. Okay. Now he's going to use that money and buy folders. Okay. Each folder costs 64 cents. How many can he buy? Well, I'm going to do this in a different color. I'm going to do this now in black. I'm going to have to divide here. I'm going to have to take my $5.14, okay? And you know what? I'm not going to put the dollar sign in there. I'm going to know it's money. $5.14 divided by the 64 cents. Now, this is where it's very important that we have our decimal points where they go, and that 64 cents is decimal point 64. Because here, when you're dividing, and this I think we may have to go over in class, when you're dividing by a decimal, you have to move that decimal point over to make it a whole number when it's your divisor, okay? Because we want to divide by 64, not 0.64, all right? So if I move my decimal point over 2 hops, I now have 64, but I now have to move my decimal point in there over 2 hops and bring it up. So now I'm really doing 64 into 514. 64 can't go into 5. 64 can't go into 51. So it's how many times can 64 go into 514? This is where you just have to do guess and check and say, well, 64 times 10 gives me 640. So I'm going to try 8. Let me see. What's 64 times 8? 4 times 8, 32. 8 times 6, 48. And 3, 51. That gives me 512. So 8 times 512, you subtract, you have 2 cents left over. Is 2 cents enough to buy another folder? Nope, it's not. So it's 8. So you can buy 8 folders, and that remainder here, this remainder, you just get rid of. So that is 8 folders. Okay? That is how we could solve this problem. All right? So hope that helped.